If you'd like to learn how to draw a dog that looks like a puppy, then you mostly need to pay attention to the proportions. This tutorial will show you an easy way to draw one with a kind of oversized head, which you can then color however you want. Grab a pencil and we can draw this puppy together. Hi, my name's Kathy, and I've been teaching kids how to draw for over 20 years now. You know, my favorite thing to do is to show students that when you take things one step at a time, learning how to draw just might be easier than you think. Here are the supplies I used to make this drawing: a sheet of drawing paper, a pencil, a thin black marker, and a few crayons. You can also find a link to a free step-by-step tutorial in the description below. One quick note, I do like to work with center pencil guidelines on my paper. They're also on all of my tutorials, and they really do help you see where to place your pencil when you're drawing. Let's begin by drawing the top curve of the puppy's head. Make a mark in the middle of the paper, and then two on the side for how wide that head is going to be. Once those marks are in place, then put your pencil on one side and draw a curved line that goes up and comes down on the other side. To draw the bottom part of the head, let's make a mark where that chin is going to be. Then put your pencil up at the top and draw a nice curved line down to meet it in the middle. After that headline is added on one side, then put your pencil on the other side and draw a curved line to match it. Next come the ears, and they also are pretty big, and they sit on the side of the puppy's head. So let's make some marks and then connect those with a nice curved ear shape. After one ear is done, then let's make a plan and see how well we can draw a matching ear on the other side. After those outer ear shapes are done, let's add a little more definition by drawing a smaller ear shape inside, including a fuzzy little line near the head. And once you're done with that, then be sure to erase that headline so it looks like the ear is attached directly to the head. Now we need to do the same thing on the other side. Draw that ear shape, including the fuzzy line near the head. And then when you're done with that, we need to erase that smooth line. Next comes a simple nose shape that sits in the center and pretty close down near his mouth. The eyes are pretty easy to draw. They're just oval shapes. I'm going to add a little circle inside because I want to include that white shiny spot. And then we can move down to the puppy's body. Let's start on one side and draw the curved shoulder and just a very simple foot shape. After one side is done, let's go to the other and draw a curved shoulder and foot that are pointing in the other direction. Now those little feet, or paws actually, could use a few curved lines for toes. Draw just a slightly curved line for the belly. Then we can add just a bit of the back leg that's showing, which is the paw, with some toe lines and just part of that leg. After one back leg is done, then of course we need to draw a symmetrical version of it on the other side. I'm going to start to work on my background now by adding a simple cloud that's going off on the left side of the paper. And to balance things out, I'm going to add one on the right side too, maybe just a little higher this time. My horizon line is going to be a grassy one, so I'm going to create it with lots of skinny zigzags. All right, now unless you'd like to add more detail, it's time to get out that thin black marker and start tracing over your pencil lines so we can see them really well. And while I have that marker out, I'm going to use it to fill in my eyes and nose so I get a nice black color. Before you bring out any crayons though, it's really smart to take a moment to erase any pencil lines that are still showing. Now, you are more than welcome to color in your puppy however you want, but if you'd like to make yours look like my sample, I recommend taking your pencil and drawing those lines like you see I'm doing here, just lightly, so they'll give us a guide as to where to color. That goes for the head and also those shapes on the arms. Afterwards, take the crayon that you want to use for most of your puppy, trace those pencil lines, and then fill things in really well, like I'm doing here. I'll do the same thing on the body. Notice I'm making those lines kind of wiggly, and then I'm pressing really hard to fill in the rest of the fur. Once our puppy is done, then our grass could use some bright green color, and the sky whatever shade of blue you prefer. I know it does take time to fill in those backgrounds, but I promise your artwork will look so much more finished when you do. And there's our finished puppy drawing. You know, a good rule of thumb when trying to draw a younger version of an animal is just to make the head a little larger in proportion to the rest of the body. It adds an instant youthful look and increases the cute factor too. Hey, if you enjoyed this art lesson, then check out my website, Art Projects for Kids, where you'll find even more fun dog tutorials, like how to draw a corgi and how to draw a beagle. I hope you check them out too, and most of all, I hope you keep on drawing.